if Nurkic is back to being the guy that we saw last 3 months in 2019 before he got hurt, you can't rule out the possibility that they would give the Lakers hell in a series.
Well, because
maybe even beat them.
Because Kev, you know this. We all accept this. Portland wasn't good this year because of injury. Nothing else is the reason. Like, they didn't get a new coach. They didn't, like, all of a sudden have some guy regress a lot. They just, no, they don't hate each other. Like, they got a good culture going there. They weren't good this year because they got banged up badly. And so we all freely admit, if they would not have gotten banged up badly, look, we're a year removed from them being in the West Finals, for God's sakes. It's a good basketball team that probably would have had a lot of wins this year if they weren't injured. So it stands to reason if they're uninjured, we'd think they'd be really good. Why wouldn't they be really good? They've never not been really good when they've had their guys. Those Lillard numbers with Nurkic on the court. Those are startling.
God, yeah.
They are startlingly great. Like, it is a radically, like, it's one of those things where if you watch them, they miss Nurkic. But when you see the numbers of what Lillard on the court with Nurkic nets you, it's shocking that the numbers are what they are, because that's not the numbers of a good team. That is the numbers of a great basketball team, and a team that frankly made the Western Conference Finals last year.
So this season, Lillard, this is the Trailblazers with Lillard on the floor without Nurkic, which is every minute this season because Nurkic hasn't played.
Right.
They outscore teams by 1.3 points per 100 possessions. Last season with Nurkic off the court, with Lillard on the court, they outscored teams by 1.9 points per 100 possessions. Pretty much the equivalent of this season. A solid team above average, which is what they've been with Lillard. However, with Lillard and Nurkic on the court last season, they outscored teams by 10.8 points per 100 possessions. They were dominant. And especially their defense was way better. Their offense was slightly better too. And that's because of what Nurkic is on both ends of the floor. He's not a star player. He doesn't have a big name like Joel Embiid or Nikola Jokic at the big man position. But he had, in those final months with Portland, turned into a really, really great center. And somebody who does things that go beyond the box score with his screening ability, with his quick decision-making as a passer. He's somebody who became a very good interior scorer for Lillard as a target in the pick and roll, made Lillard even better in the pick and roll. And just the nasty, he brought attitude to the court with his rebound and boxing out. Just, they miss a lot of their personality without Nurk.
To your point about the whole plus 10.8, just to put that into context. Look, Milwaukee has a plus 11.2 point differential this year. No one else is above 8 for the season. So when I say those are the numbers of an elite team, Lillard with Nurkic on the court, those are the numbers of an elite team, like a high 50s, 60-win basketball team. I mean, like I just said, Milwaukee, they're the only one with a double-digit point differential this season. So, we'll see. And they haven't played together all season, so we'll see what Nurkic looks like and if it does net you the same kind of results as it did last season.